Good morning, Coffee County. I'm Matthew Bloomquist.
And I'm Emma Jones, and today we've got some Rocktastic news about a heavy metal pup and some hungry sharks.
And some very exciting events happening in your hometown.
Off the coast of Australia, 3 sailors were in need of a rescue from their inflatable boat. In the Coral Sea, the boat was attacked several times by sharks.
Rescue crews responded to an emergency beacon over 500 miles away from the nearest land. Major damage was dealt to the boat, but thankfully nobody was hurt in the attack. The motive of the sharks is still unknown.
Some pets may have music tastes due to their owners, as a dog in California had escaped her home to sneak into a nearby Metallica concert.
The German Shepherd named Storm was spotted by fans sitting in an open seat. After the concert, she was taken to a shelter and soon after reunited with her owners after a long night of music.
Storm's owners state that she has adjusted to hearing loud music in their home, but were surprised to have her show up to an actual concert.
Wow, that dog sure likes to rock. Know who else likes to rock? Your boy Cole Fowler, coming up next with your Sports Minute.
John is a smart kid. He has good friends he wants to see again. So John drives responsibly. He silences his phone when he drives and always remembers to wear his seatbelt. He stops at red lights and goes when they turn green. He keeps his music low so he can hear his surroundings. Paul, on the other hand,
Wow, Matthew, that's a really cool dog. Hi, I'm Cole Fowler bringing you the Sports Minute. Tonight, the volleyball team plays home against the Tullahoma Wildcats. Our volleyball team fell short last time they played against the Wildcats, but our volleyball team is coming for revenge. So come out and support your Lady Red Raiders. Let's go, Raider Nation. Now for some tragic news. Michael Williams, a football wide receiver for the NFL, died after suffering from injuries in an accident at a construction site. A tragic end for a young star like him. Remember to keep him in your prayers. This has been the Sports Minute. Next up is August with some great news about this week's very sunny weather. Good for some fall sports.
Pop quiz. What's the number one cause of death for teens ages 16 through 19? You might think drugs. You'd be wrong. You might think alcohol. Wrong again. So what kills over 19,000 teens each year? Distracted driving. It's simple. Put down the phone. For more information, go to teendriversource.org and arrive alive.
Thanks, Cole. I'm August, and we're going to have another nice week here, so let's take a look at our forecast. Today we'll be getting back to nice and sunny, where we'll have a high of 83 and a cool low of 59. Friday's going to be sunny as well, with a high of 81 and a low of 60. Saturday will again be sunny, with a high of 81 and a low of 60. Sunday stays at around the same temperatures, reaching a high of 82 and once again a low of 60, making this the perfect weekend for heading out to the Coffee County Fair. Let's all take advantage of this great weather and go have fun on rides and get some of that tasty fair food that we all know and love. Now last but not least, we have Monday that will get up to a warm 83 with a low of 61. The weather seems to slowly but surely drop, so soak up the last few weeks of summer that we have left before fall, folks, as it won't be much longer. Now up next, we have Stephen, who will cover an interesting story of a man who made the trip across the sea in a giant hamster ball.
This is Stacy and Chad. They're in their last year in high school. They just found out that Stacy is pregnant. And Stacy is in the 30% of teen mothers who will not finish high school. And she will go through this alone because Chad is one of the 8 of 10 teen fathers who are deadbeats.
Wait, what? What am I supposed to do?
You just gotta remember to ask, do you want fries with that? You are also one of the 25% of teen mothers who will have another baby.
I didn't ask for this.
Actually, you did.
Thanks, August. I'm Steven, and now for this week's Florida Man Minute, we have a Florida man facing federal criminal charges after he attempted to cross the Atlantic Ocean to get to England from Florida. in a human-sized aquatic hamster wheel. Ray Reza Bellucci was charged with obstruction of a boarding and violation of a captain of the port order. On August 26th, U.S. Coast Guard officers stopped Bellucci after spotting him on his homemade vessel approximately 70 miles of the TB Island in Georgia. It was then that he told officers that he was headed to London. I'm no professional, but I'm pretty sure there are easier and much safer ways of getting to London. Officer deemed his hamster wheel, which was just a bunch of buoys and wires crudely rigged together, was unsafe for the voyage and ordered him to get into their boat. It is reported that Bellucci was armed with two 12-inch knives and would threaten to kill himself if officers tried to remove him. There were also multiple-day standoff between our Florida man and the authorities. He even threatened to blow himself up if they didn't leave him alone, but it turns out he was bluffing. This is actually really relatable to me as a student because this is how I feel every morning when my mom tries to get me out of bed for school. This recent incident was not the first time he had attempted to travel the ocean by running in what he calls his bubble. Back in 2014, he had to be rescued from a hydro bubble near St. Augustine, and there were also 2 other occasions of him being stranded. He's now in police custody with no bail. I feel like being stuck at sea would have been a little bit more desirable than being stuck in jail indefinitely. That's just me. Anyways, this has been Steven with your Florida Man Minute. See you next week.
I'm tired of my bank. I want to go somewhere that's better.
Well, you know First Vision Bank can make it easier than ever. They can give you cash back on your everyday needs, and if you use a different ATM, they reimburse the fees.
Wow, that's great. Gee, thank you for the tip.
Please, you don't have to thank me. Anyone can make the switch. If you're tired of your bank, don't let them treat you badly. Go to First Vision Bank, right across the road from Zaxby's.
Thank you, Steven. And now a story for all you Thrifty Shoppers. Five Below opens for the first time tomorrow at 10 a.m. They sell products such as tech, shirts, sport balls, makeup, candy, remote control toys, and more, all for below $5.
This means that us poor students can buy more for less. That's a win-win for everyone. So Manchester now has a new store to shop at in the Goodwill Shopping Plaza, where everything is Five Below.
Coming up September 16th is the Out of Darkness Walk at Rotary Park.
The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is holding this event as an effort to bring light to suicide. The event will be held at 9:30 a.m., ending at 1 p.m. The walk is described to be leisurely, only measuring around 2 miles in length. Go ahead.
Donations are welcome but not mandatory. The real cause is to unite our local community.
We hope to see you there. Alright, that brings us to the end of today's news.
Remember to have a good day and come back to next week on Radar TV.